Hello there, guys. Welcome back to Younes Talks Football. I hope all of you are doing well today. Oh boy, what a flipping day it's been so far. And this is just video number 1. I've got a feeling that as of today, all the way until deadline day, we're going to get pure chaos. The chaos has begun, yeah? It's all guns blazing left, right and centre. We are in the middle of Saeed TV's war zone that I spoke about yesterday. The battlefield, the car park, yeah, we're in the middle of that. And not just because of Man United shooting themselves in the feet, but because of the transfer news that's going across our flipping heads and shoulders, and we can't seem to keep up. I am going to try and condense as much as I possibly can in this video. And I know that later on, you're probably going to get a half-hour video. I just know it's going to kick off, isn't it? Well, let's get into the latest. Let's not waste time. So much has happened by now, and it's only like the day's not even finished. So we started off the day with the fantastic news on Christopher Nkunku. So let's start there. Here's latest. Fabrizio tells us, exclusive, Christopher Nkunku to AC Milan. Here we go. Deal verbally agreed in principle between the clubs. AC Milan and Chelsea are set to prepare documents today. Fee will be in the region of 35 million euros with add-ons. Nkunku said yes to 5-year contract yesterday as revealed. And there's how he would look like in an AC Milan shirt. Listen. By the way, firstly, people, well, I was keeping up to date and people were getting this mixed up. He said 35 million euros with add-ons. People understood that as 35 million with add-ons included. No, he meant 35 with add-ons separately. And we're about to get that clarity now because David Ornstein has told us exactly what the figure is. AC Milan reached agreement with Chelsea to sign Christopher Nkunku. Deal for 27-year-old forward, 42 million euros plus sell-on clause to Chelsea. Permission granted to travel and personal terms in place as France International closes in on AC Milan move. That is an absolutely phenomenal deal. Can I just say, 42 million euros total with a sell-on clause. So that's about 34 million pounds roughly, plus a sell-on. That's exactly what Chelsea wanted in the first place. AC Milan were the ones to cook. Fantastic. AC Milan, I've got something to say. Well, Fabrizio says, understand the total package for Nkunku to AC Milan can reach 42 million euros, add-ons included. Chelsea accept initial fixed fee higher than 35 million euros plus add-ons. That's the clarity. So Chelsea have got themselves a fantastic deal here, right? With a sell-on clause. I wonder how much that is. I don't think it's 30%. I would reckon that maybe 20, 25 tops. I don't see 30 or 40 being the case here. Surely not. If Chelsea have pulled that off, then AC Milan, honestly, I'm going to buy your shirt. I'm going to be rocking an AC Milan top. AC Milan, look, whenever we need someone to come in and save the situation, AC Milan always seem to be there. They're that nice guy that you can always rely on. You know, there's that guy that you can always call up at 2 or 3 in the morning and go, listen, I'm in trouble. Can you help out? AC Milan are that guy to go, send me location, man. Where you at? 15 minutes, they're there. They're sorting your problems. No one has to know either. Very trustworthy. AC Milan, salute to you guys, man. Salute to the fantastic AC of Milan. You know, I like Inter Milan, but they've never done something like this. AC Milan are fantastic, man. Fantastic, absolutely beautiful. So respect to the AC. That's Christopher Nkunku. Now, if you've been following what's been going on and you've been following what I've given my opinions on this channel for the last few weeks, is that we needed Nkunku to go in order to go and get another player. Xavi Simons. Right, we already know that we're also getting Garnacho, and we already know that we're also offloading Nicholas Jackson. That's going to be done too. So keep your eyes on that one. But Xavi Simons. Is it ironic? Is it ironic that as we get the Nkunku news, minutes, not hours, minutes later, Xavi Simons saga explodes. That's it. We're hearing 65 million updates on Xavi Simons, and I'm about to go through them with you because it's been kicking off left, right, and center. And let's try and clarify the situation because I feel like there's a lot of you panicking And panicking, I understand where the panic's coming from, but it's not the right time to panic. Let me help you out here. Let me help you, because I'm still here calma. I'm chilled. Let's get into it. Here's how things started earlier on. So Matt Law told us Xavi Simons is in London. Tottenham are interested, but Chelsea still there as well. Right? So he is in London. We then got this. I want to show you this because I want to try and... Look, the one thing that I want to try and do on this channel isn't to just try and prop up journalists or... No. I want to show you guys the full picture. And then you're all old enough and informed to make your own decisions, right? I can give my opinion on here, which is what I do. And then, you know, you guys seem to like it. So this is why I'm here doing what I'm doing. But I want to paint the overall picture so you guys have a clear idea of what everyone's saying. And then you'll be able to know what's truth, what's not, what's legit, and what's BS, right? Simple as that. This guy, this transfer window, has been throwing little gems. And then he came out with this last night. I want to show you this because some people can easily say things and predict things that they kind of know is going to come true. And then they end up making themselves look better than what they actually are, right? And fooling a lot of people at that. But when you nail it down to something so specific, at the specific time, I'm going to give you this example. This guy, Aaron Ramiro, right? Last night in the early hour, not even the early hours, this is Dubai time. So we're talking last night, UK time, probably just before 11 p.m. He came out with an exclusive. Xavi Simons is expected to request RB Leipzig's permission to be excluded from the squad for this weekend's match. Very specific request here. Very specific. And that was last night. What did we get this afternoon? 12 hours later. Not 1 or 2, 12. 12 hours later, we got this. Philip Hinze saying, due to contract talks, Xavi Simons has been released from training until further notice. The Dutchman did not train in Leipzig today and is instead engaged in discussions and negotiations about his future, as Leipzig confirmed upon request. A move to the Premier League is imminent. Xavi is currently in London, as also reported by Yvonne Gab. Despite contrary reports, Chelsea remain in the race for Xavi alongside Tottenham. Internal London duel for Xavi. At the same time, it's a done deal for Christopher Nkunku. Chelsea and Milan have reached an agreement. On top of this, we also have Nizar Kinsella saying Xavi Simons has been given permission to travel to London by RB Leipzig amid interest from Chelsea and Tottenham. That came out an hour or so after, about 45 minutes or so afterwards. And then we started to get in the news about Tottenham, which I'm going to talk about very, very imminently. So hold that. But watch out for Aaron Ramiro. This was a very specific thing that he got 12 hours in advance correct. And not just that, there's been other things. Fabio Silva, he already called before it happened. There's been other things in relation to Chelsea. And I want to show you something else that he has also said that I think is going to raise some eyebrows. He's come out with this. Chelsea have initiated direct talks with RB Leipzig, with active negotiations ongoing for the potential transfers of Xavi Simons and Tyreek George. Interesting. Will Tyreek George be involved in this deal? Keep that one just on the shelf because, again, this person is new. We've never spoken about him before. We don't know. I want to show you guys the full picture because so far in what I've seen, everything that he's been saying has come to pass. Like, okay, he might actually be legit. So I want to show you something else. This is also what he has said in relation to the whole Tottenham saga. I'm going to speak about this bid that apparently has come in. But despite reports circulating about a €70 million bid from Tottenham Hotspur, no official offer has been made. The players already agreed personal terms with Chelsea, who are now focused on finalising a deal for Alejandro Garnacho with Man United. Once completed, Chelsea will shift their full attention back to Xavi. Player patiently waiting on Chelsea as initially reported. He understands the situation. Bear that in mind. Everything I've just said, bear in mind. Because now we're going to get to what has been coming out in the last couple of hours about Tottenham and their interest/bid. Well, let's get into it. Again, let's paint the full picture. Florian Plettenberg earlier on said Tottenham are now preparing to hijack the imminent deal for Xavi Simons to Chelsea. Sorry. Tottenham and hijack in the same sentence. Doesn't make sense. Anyway, Xavi has been excused from team duties due to contract talks and is no longer in Leipzig, as RB confirmed. Xavi and Chelsea still have a full agreement in place, and Chelsea remain very much in the race. Now, alongside Tottenham, Leipzig are waiting for official offers. Okay, bear that in mind. We also now we know Xavi Simons is in London right now. He's in London, right? He's waiting to see what's going to happen. So make yourself comfortable, Xavi, mate. Make yourself comfortable. Go make yourself a cup of tea. Get some biscuits. Watch some TV. Chill. Go to the gym. Go out. Have a walk. Because this one might take a couple of days, maybe till deadline day. So make yourself comfortable, because I don't think anything's going to be happening by today, and I'll explain why. But here's more. Spurs have held talks over Simons, but having lost out on Eze, are nervous of losing Simons to Chelsea, which has resulted with them proceeding with caution. That's from Matt Law. It's like I said, they're PTSD-FC, basically. You lot are shook. Yeah? You lot are shook. They've gone and gone, oh no, listen, we lost Eze in the way we did. We got to tread this one a little carefully. Which, okay, let's bear that one in mind. If Matt Law is saying Tottenham are trying to tread themselves a little carefully, bear that in mind as well. Stick that on the shelf, because we've got more things to say. Philip Hinze then came out with, Tottenham have informed RB Leipzig about talks with Xavi. Although Spurs have expressed interest to Leipzig, they have not yet submitted a formal offer. As reported, Chelsea are still in the race. Leipzig are waiting for official offers. Xavi is in London and has been released from his Leipzig duties until further notice. Asking price, at least 70 million euros, all in. Euros, by the way. So we're talking about 60 million pounds, right? Just to clarify the numbers, because I know some people mix up the two sometimes. I've done that before as well. So, here's Fabrizio. Pay attention. Xavi Simons has arrived in London with his camp in order to clarify future moves soon, authorised by Leipzig. Tottenham are in club-to-club talks with Leipzig, official contact made today. Chelsea remain in talks with Leipzig, as they had already on player side since July. We've already got personal terms done. We've sorted all this out already. Tottenham haven't yet. But then we got this from Florian Plettenberg. Exclusive, Tottenham have now officially submitted an offer to RB Leipzig for Xavi Simons. It is already close to the offer that RB are expecting, 70 million euros all in. No offer from Chelsea yet. But then we got this. Tottenham will not send any official bid for Xavi Simons until they are sure they will sign the player. No bid as of today. Chelsea and Leipzig remain in advanced talks. Still something to do between the clubs before we can say deal done. Chelsea have some work to do on the conditions of the deal. And I'm going to get to this one very, very shortly. But Fabrizio has already come out with, there has been no bid. So what's true? What's true here? Matt Law says Tottenham are having to tread themselves carefully because they're scared they'll repeat what happened with Eze. Florian Plettenberg and Bild as well. Bild, well, I've not shown you that. Bild have also said there's been a bid. Fabrizio's then come out and gone, no, there's no bid. Personally, I see a pattern. This is where I'm going to start giving you my opinion on this. I see a pattern. All those things I said, get off, leave on the shelf. Let's start getting them off the shelf. The only ones saying that there's been a bid have been from Germany. Florian Plettenberg, Germany. Philip Hinze, but he's not really said there's been a bid, but Germany. Bild, Germany. Ben Jacobs has also said that Xavi Simons is open to Spurs. Hasn't said there's been a bid. And this is where I want to try and calm down the panic. Of course, Xavi Simons will be open to Spurs. He's not going to shut them down completely. Of course not. You'd be foolish not to. I mean, you'd be foolish too. You'd be dumb to just go, no, I'm not. Because if nothing happens then, you've shut that door, then what? Off to Leipzig I go back. When he does want to play Premier League football, we know this. But the personal terms have been agreed with Chelsea. They've not been agreed with Tottenham at all. Chelsea hold the keys here. This is what I want to try and really, really bring forward. What I think's happened here with this bid is Leipzig are trying to get a bidding war going here. Like I've said, if there were English sources to come out and say Tottenham have placed a bid, which there hasn't been, and considering Tottenham are an English club, you'd think we would have heard from it from England, which we haven't. We've only heard about a bid that's come out of Tottenham from Germany. I'm sorry, but for me, that screams Leipzig. That screams them trying to, listen, put some pressure on. Let's create a bidding war. Maybe they're in accordance with Tottenham as well. Maybe they're talking with each other and going, okay, look, are you ready to make a bid or whatnot? Maybe they don't want to make a bid, but okay, but you're ready. We're going to put out that you have. Or, you never know. This is what Leipzig will want to do on their part to get things going, to get a bidding war, to get as much money as they can. But ultimately, and this is where I want this to really hit, it doesn't matter if Tottenham show up with 600 million. It doesn't matter what they bid, even if they do bid. Have you agreed with the player? No. And you don't hold any keys. Chelsea hold the keys. And to try and prove this to you, go back to the Caicedo deal. Liverpool placed a bid. They had the bid accepted. Who ended up with the player? The team that sorted things out with the player first. We did. Let's even reverse it on us. We've been a victim of what is allegedly happening with Tottenham right now. Go back and look at Rafinha. We placed a bid straight to Leeds, if you remember. What happened? It got accepted. I remember I even done a video going, flipping out, we're getting Rafinha. Nope. Because Rafinha didn't agree personal terms with Chelsea. Rafinha went and agreed personal terms with Barcelona first. And then what happened? Barcelona put in a bid to Leeds that was less than the bid that we put in, and it had to get accepted because Rafinha wanted the move to Barcelona. And Leeds went, okay, we'll take a little bit less, but the player's gone and the player's sold and we've got our money. So fair enough. Sorry, Chelsea. Not our fault. When you don't have it sorted with the player, you don't hold the keys. So, guys, don't panic. This is the play. Garnacho will be joining Chelsea first. Remember this. And this is where I also turn back to that Aaron guy, right? Because so far he's been right. Now, again, eyes on him. Because I'm not saying that this guy's completely legit or anything. I'm just saying, I want to paint the full picture to you. And you never know. He might be. Might be. I don't know the guy, but he might be. So far, his track record's been flipping class on Twitter. Let's wait and see. But Garnacho will be joining first. This is why I've been saying for the last few days, I reckon Xavi Simons will be a deadline day deal. I reckon he'll be a deadline day deal. And I also want to add a little sprinkle in order to calm you guys down. Who is Xavi Simons' agent? Someone that, yeah, maybe he speaks from Tottenham from time to time, but his best relationship is not just with Chelsea, it's with Eghbali specifically. Yeah? The agent of Xavi Simons is Ali Barat, who we've dealt with multiple times. Yeah? He's also the agent for Nicholas Jackson. He's also brokered the deal for Caicedo. He's also, there was a couple of other players that he's been involved in. I'm pretty sure. I need to go back and look at that. But we've got a very strong... Why do you think Xavi Simons has been waiting this long? Why do you think his agent's been waiting this long? The relationship is there. It's like, don't worry. Look, we're going to come to this. We need to sort things on our end first. But don't worry. We've agreed. Everything is all good. Cool. No problem. We will get this done. The only way Xavi Simons doesn't join Chelsea is if at the last moment Chelsea make a decision themselves, because they've got the power here. Chelsea go, you know what? No, we don't want Xavi Simons. And they change their minds. That's the only way. Chelsea need to back out in order for Tottenham to get the player. If Chelsea do not back out, Chelsea get the player. Rest assured. Calm. Now, some people are going to say, Fermin Lopez. The aim was always Xavi Simons. It's like I said, if Chelsea willingly, themselves, without any pressure, go, you know what, let's change direction, then that's the decision of the club. At that point, that's out of all of our hands. And they go, we're going with Fermin Lopez instead. That's a possibility. But Xavi Simons has always been the main target. Xavi Simons has always been the one that we've been telling to be patient. It's like, don't worry, we've got to sort our business first. We are now doing that, and Nkunku's left. And I don't see I also don't see a reason why it's not a coincidence for the Nkunku stuff to happen today, and then straight after we get Xavi Simons kicking off the way that it is. Chelsea hold the keys here. Remember this, Chelsea hold the keys. So stay calm. Stay calm. Whatever we're going to hear is whatever we're going to hear. And now you're going to get media from whatever ends that they come from starting to propagate things that clubs want to put out there, the player side wants to put out there. You're now going to start seeing a lot of turbulence. Yeah, it's not so straightforward like it's been for the last few weeks. You're now going to get chaos. So embrace the chaos. Strap in. It's going to get crazy. So let me know your thoughts down below on all of that. To wrap up, we've got the Champions League draw this evening, and UEFA have decided to do something very special because we're a special club. What can I say? Here it is. I'm told the preamble to tonight's Champions League draw will involve a special award being handed to Chelsea for winning it all after the Conference League completed their UEFA collection. Chelsea co-owner Todd Bowley is also set to be in attendance in Monaco. Of course he is. Wonderful meal. We're getting a special award from UEFA. It's like I've said here. UEFA, acknowledge us. Yeah? Acknowledge us. Has to acknowledge us. We're the only team in the world that can have this award. Actually, we're not the only person, though. We're the only team that has done this, but the other person that's also done this is, of course, none other than Jose Mourinho. Hey, Jose, like, listen, Fenerbahce didn't win last night. They got knocked out. So listen, Jose, if Jose is here tonight, right, he could share the award as well. He could come on and be like, yo, you got this, we got this. Yeah, just have a little reunion at UEFA. You know, why not? But UEFA acknowledging that we're the only team on the planet to have this prestige. Respect. UEFA finally showing us credit, hey? You know, especially after 2009 and all that. I've always had something about UEFA, but nah, finally they're doing things as they should. Respect. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. I will catch all of you later tonight. Like I said, it's all going to be guns blazing and whatnot. We're going to get a lot more up until tonight, so rest assured you're going to get some crazy content. Make sure you're here for it. Subscribe, notification bell on. I'll catch all of you then. Have a good one, people. In a bit. Look after yourselves. Take care and peace.